Hello and welcome to Caching Waves. It's an Elliott Wave analysis of waves. Now this one I've been considering for quite a while, but there's too much indecision at this point of what's happening here. So this was our low here in June as a potential ended correction. And I'm sure you've seen in other coins, there's a lot of counts that start from this area just because there wasn't enough strength to the downside to make a new low. But if we start from here, this is a 5-wave pattern with a double top, but very ugly. So I just want to show you the bullish potential. Just potential. I'm not interested in it at the moment, but I just wanted to show you. If this is a 1-2, obviously 3, 4, 5 way up here. But if this is a 1-2 and we have a second 1-2, we have to look how deep this retracement is. It's way past the 618, almost made a new low. This second wave 1 and 2 would have to be counted from here. It's the only way I was able to make a leading diagonal on the micro, and then we'd get a WXY as a flat. You can see the length of time it took there, which doesn't invalidate a wave 2. It just means more likely you go sideways, the more likely it's either corrective or you're going to get a really strong move. And we did get a really strong move. So this would be your third wave. Get your fourth wave as either a flat ABC like so, and we've finished or we're about to finish our fifth wave before we make our correction. So potentially a 1-2, 1-2. In which case we wouldn't really be interested in this trade until we come back between the 50 and the 618 of this previous wave 4. So I'm not interested in this currently. But in the future I am. So I just wanted to point that out as a potential bullish move if we've topped. We'll be looking right in the previous fourth. I'm going to put an alarm here at the top of the third, because we just want overlap with that fourth wave. Okay, so that's your potential 1-2, 1-2. Again, things I don't like it, how deep this correction came, the length of this wave, although it doesn't invalidate. This one was nice. We got an extended fifth, but if we pull here, if we pull from the top of the pivots, again, I don't love doing that, but the top of the move, you can see we came just around the 1.618 for the third. But very ugly structure. I don't like getting behind this at all. Alternatively, if the bottom ended here, like a lot of other cryptos, there just wasn't enough strength to get this, and this is truncated, this fifth wave here, then this would be a 1-2, 1-2, and we're about to pop off. But I'm not interested in taking that trade at this point. It'd be very bullish, obviously, but it's a terrible entry. We're not on a pullback. We're at a breakout area, so it's not a good entry for that one, and not clean enough of a count to lean into. The other alternative I'm keeping track of is this an A, B, C. That's possible too, and that could be like a wave 1 of a leading diagonal, but again, it would take a long time to correct. We'll need a little more waves to consider that option. And another alternative I'm considering is if this is an A, we then get an A, B, C as a flat, and then we'd make a larger corrective move to the upside as an A, B, C with a running flat in between. And then this would just be an A, B, C, X wave, A, B, C. If that makes sense. This is a 3, 3, 5. Then we get a flat pattern, and we get a 3, 3, 5 or a 5, 3, 5 up to this area between the 1.236 and the 382 before we pull back for our B wave and then return up for our C. invalidation on this B wave as an A, B, C is above $4.73.5, the 1.618 extension of this move to the downside. That's that extension here. So a lot can be happening, but as you can see, one nice thing about the fact of the 1-2-1-2 or the A, B, C is we'd expect a pullback here again to this previous area. So if we take both these trades, stop at this low, once we do get a pullback, we should be in the general right direction. The only way we'd be wrong is if this is an ABC and we're making further downside. Or if this does take off because it's a series of 1-2s and the low is over here. So as of right now, I'm sidelined here. I'm going to be paying attention on this pullback because I do see potential here in the future for a nice long trade setup. Like if we came back to this area as either the fourth wave as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or as the C wave in the middle of this ABC, we'd have a trade setup something like this. Have a nice little 4-to-1 trade setup, depending how far back this retracement comes. But at the moment, I'm not interested in waves. It can take off in this 1-2-1-2 scenario, but it's a really bad entry at the moment. Probably get a fake breakout above this level as either that ABC, or if this is a 1-2, need that ABC correction for our wave 2. All right, guys, so that's it for waves. More of just explaining what can happen, but you can see how ugly this wave is as a 1-2-1-2. Very ugly impulse. Looks more corrective. So if I had to pick a primary, I would assume this is probably a WXY as a flat, followed by perhaps a double zigzag here. Get this move back, then our move to the upside. That's my primary currently. But I have that alarm set. Might be interested in a short. We'll see, depending how clean this wave counts down at the micro level. But I've got my stop set, and I'll be paying attention to this. If you want to pay attention in the future, make sure to like and subscribe. I'm currently in all these trades. I update them constantly, so make sure to subscribe. Hit the like button and the notification buttons if you want it right away. All right, guys, this is Waves. Thanks for watching.